Hi, my name is Josie Arnold, and for my Unit 3 Sports Medicine project, I had motion analysis on lower body exercises. What is motion analysis? Motion analysis is a technique to analyze and study the mechanics of athletic movement to determine if there's needed areas of improvement or possible injury prevention. My athlete is Josiah Brian. He is on the varsity football team, and this former season he had an ASIS hip avulsion fracture to his right side. Josiah has been going to the gym for around 2 years now, and after his hip injury, he has noticed limited ability to complete some lower body exercises, some in which my project is focusing on. My objective for this project is to use motion analysis to correct his form in back and front squat and forward lunges, and to also increase his confidence in lifting and decrease his discomfort and pain on his hip flexor. I decided to focus on these exercises mainly because my athlete communicated that he's had some discomfort on his hip during and after doing these exercises, along with your hip flexor being used in these exercises. And he was also wanting to correct his form after his hip injury since he just started going back to the gym and he could be out of shape with his form. Starting off with front squat, the correct form you want to look for in front squats are having your chest up and having your head looking forward. You also want to keep your back straight, your elbows up, and to have a tight core. You want your feet hip width apart and for your knees to be aligned with your feet, and your feet can be slightly turned out. The most important thing to have is the barrel of the bar resting on your shoulders, and they should lay across your chest. This is that you can use for reference for correct form. For my baseline testing, I did 2 tests. I had 1 test with just the bar and no weight added. And then my other test, I let him choose a comfortable weight and he just put a plate on each side. So in total, it was 135. And for each exercise, I had him rate on a scale of 1 to 10 the pain level of each exercise. So for the bar with no weight on it, he rated it a 4 out of 10 on a pain level. And on the weighted side, it was a 6 out of 10. And here's my videos of him completing the front squat. And here's the weighted side. So compared to the professional and Josiah's, his arms should be up more as they are tilted downwards. And he is putting all of his weight forward. And you can also see that his feet and his leg turn outward during his squat and his heels are lifting up. This is his improper form, and also again, here's it compared to the professional. Now moving on to back squat. The correct form for having back squat is to have your chest up and looking forward, to have a straight back and a tight core. You also want to focus on having your feet hip width apart and for your knees to line up with your feet, and your feet can be slightly turned out. We want to focus on having the barrel of the bar resting on your upper back and not to rest on your neck for possible injury prevention. And here's the photo of the professional. I had Josiah do a no weight and his desired weight, and he chose 225 on the weighted side. And for both of these, he did have pain. And on the no weight side, with just the bar, he rated it a 2 out of 10. And on the weighted side, he did rate it a 5 out of 10. And here's my videos. And here's the weighted side. It is kind of hard to see. That's why I have this photo right here, and that's like where you can see his most depth. But here's the video. Comparison for back squat. When Josiah was doing his back squat, I decided to use the non-weight side photo because it was more visible. And you can see in Josiah's photo, his back is not straight and is very much arched, and his heels are popping up, and his head is looking down, and all of his weight is forward, and his core is not engaged. And here's it again, side to side by the professional. Moving on, lastly, for lunges. Correct form for front lunges is to have your back straight, your feet should be hip width apart, and your front knee is at 90 degrees, and your arms should be straight by your side. And most importantly, your knee should not go past your toes. And here's a photo of a professional completing it. For my baseline, I took a side by side in a front view for his front lunges. He rated his pain on these ones a 3 out of 10. He also chose to do a 25 weight on each side, which he just felt comfortable with. Let me play the videos. And for the left side, he rated these ones a 7 out of 10. This was most likely because your hip flexor is used more on your left, like your right one is used more on your left side lunges due to putting more of a strain on it since it's helping him maintain his balance and control his movements. That's why you can see him struggling on this side compared to his right lunge. And here's the videos. And Josiah's front lunges on both sides, you can see that his back is arched and is not straight. His arms are also not straight by his side, and his hips are tilted. This can be due to his former hip injury, and he also could just he just needs to strengthen the surrounding muscles that could help with it, with his hip injury to get his form better. Client feedback. Unfortunately, I didn't get to take my end result photos, but my athlete did go to the gym after I worked with him. I did explain to my athlete what he could improve and also what was wrong, and he said he was going to use the information that I gave him while he's working out. He did go to the gym though, and he did say that he did have more confidence and he did feel a difference in his form, mainly working on pushing his weight back instead of forward and keeping his back straight. He said he did enjoy and would like to keep improving his form while working in the future. Thank you.